I had 2 years of getting paid a lot of money and I didn't enjoy 1 second of it. Not one single second. It was absolute torture. There are things that I did in my time there that I deeply regret. And in my wisdom have seen how foolish and arrogant they were, that I will wake up at night, like thinking about this moment and be like, oh God, like, ugh, what an idiot.
Your time at TLC, you mean? During the time looking back on it?
There's like three major things.
Anything you could share for lessons
Share
learned?
them all if you want. Who cares?
Yeah.
We had a huge presentation. It was our first presentation. I had all the index cards doing my presentation on stage to the entire upfront thing. And I had talked about the show and did this whole thing about the show and explaining our new shows. And then I had took the cards and sort of like threw them into the audience. And they kind of giggled at the first time because I thought that was kind of fun. Done with that one, right? It was funny. And then I kept doing it. I didn't read the room. And it was so disrespectful, awful. And it was just like, it was like a bomb went off. I can never get out of my mind the feeling of dread like an hour later when I realized how bad it was. Never let that go. Never. The other one was, as a producer with Discovery, we used to basically co-produce. Hey, we'll pay 30% of the budget and then you give us the ownership, right? Except we would just inflate the budget and nobody puts up their own money. It's pretty simple, not rocket science. Except Discovery didn't know that. I thought it was totally common practice. And so what I had gone in there to do was like, hey, we're going to stop all that. We're going to pay the budget and make a new thing. I basically exposed everybody for stealing. And that was a disaster. And so I had tried to make that happen. The entire community is like, you fucking asshole. And that's what Tom had said, like, dude, it's a disaster. And then the other big one, John and Kate +8. I didn't watch the show. I was supposed to put something on the air on TLC and they had specials. And they were like, you got to pick one to put on the air. We're running out of time. And I was supposed to watch them. I got busy with it. I didn't watch it. Which one had the best blank, blank, blank? And they're like, this one with the 8 kids. I was like, put that one on the air. So we aired it. I never saw it. So people are like, oh, you saw John and Kate. Well, you put John and Kate on the air. Never watched it. Not my decision. I just said yes. Well, then I watched the episode after it started to rate a little bit better, and I was horrified. Boom mics in the shot, and producers asking questions that open-ended, and it was no offense to anybody, but it was a very poorly produced show at the time. And I was like, I want to take that show, whoever's producing it, get rid of them. Let's give it to like Reveille or somebody that I have respect for, right? Oh, God, did that go over like a bomb. It was a terrible thing to do. It was, again, just terrible in all things. And I did the same thing for distribution because our TLC's Discovery's distribution was terrible. And I was like, I want to take all these shows. We're in a big meeting. I want to take these shows and I want to give them to like a real distribution, like Reveille or something, like to distribute, and we'll make more money. It'd be great. And I didn't realize that our distribution team was on the speakerphone. They're like, do you think we could talk about this before you fire us?